All right. Hopefully it doesn't frickin' fall. I kind of have it tilted a little too much, I think, but whatever. Aries. All right, I'm getting you, all right? I feel like a little chaos could be going on, not like negatively. I just feel like there could be a lot going on because I've had a lot of distractions when it came to wanting to do your reading. All right, but like I said, I'm not getting like a negative distraction. It's kind of more like I'm getting more of like a busy. All right, so kind of like a busy bee. All right, you may not be able to get a lot of things done or accomplished. You know what I'm saying? So, just because of interruptions. So, but then interruptions happen for a reason. All right, so we're going to do 3 shuffles here for the sign of Aries. All right, I'm just getting a busy bee. All right, masculine and feminine. Obviously, Aries with the Emperor is kind of like a masculine, but there you are, Aries. Yep. I feel like whatever's going on, you are fucking done. Okay? You're done. All right, you ain't paying attention to nothing. You ain't worried about anything that may be coming to you, information, people watching you, claiming everything is fine. You're not joining into fights and arguments and drama and all that because you got clarity. Clarity is a beautiful thing. Okay? And you're sitting in your throne. All right? You're sitting in your energy of badassery. All right? You know who you are. All right? That clarity really transformed you. All right? Because I feel like before you were sitting like this, just filled with rage and anger and conflict, but you got clarity. All right? So I'm getting like you've matured, you've leveled up, you've grown. All right? You might have a thing for cats here. You may have a cat. But yeah, it's like you know who you are now. All right? You're a divine feminine standing in the power. You took your power back. All right? You reclaimed it and now you're owning it. All right? People see it. You're looking good. You're feeling good. All right? You kind of have one of them. You kind of have like an edge. We have here the 6 of Cups. Yeah, it's that healing work. All right? You ain't worried about shit. You ain't worried about anything anybody has to say. You're not worried about anything anybody has to tell you, send you, text you. All right, you ain't feeding into it. All right, so maybe you're getting like dramatic text. All right, maybe people are trying to cause problems through text, social media, stuff like that, but you ain't paying no mind. You don't give a shit. All right, your mind ain't wandering anymore, and you're healing. All right, your healing is what has done it. We have here the Magician. Yep. Look at that. Yeah, the minute you said fuck this shit, I'm relying on myself, it brought so much confidence. It boosted your confidence, your self-esteem, your abilities of what you can do. Yeah. 9 of Pentacle energy here. So, yeah, that's when you brought that power back. You reclaimed your power as the Queen of Wands. All right? When you sit in a good energy, positive, uplifting, no jealousy, no drama, no anger, nothing, and you heal things from your childhood, throughout your life, that is when you see badass shit come in. All right, that is when the universe is going to grant you the power here to be able to create and manifest what you want. You took your power back and you earned it. You're getting it right here. We have the King of Cups. Look at that. You're just sitting. Your emotions are getting balanced. All right, there's a very nurturing energy. Some of you guys may be with somebody, a divine lover, all right, that has kind of helped you heal. So you guys, I feel like, have kind of like a healing love with each other. All right, you guys can heal each other in a very positive way, and it shows here. All right, with the Queen of Wands sitting here. Ooh. We have the 10 of Cups here. Yep. You might be keeping some things to yourself, all right? I also feel like you're releasing secrets, things that have been kind of like hidden in the dark, hidden in the shadows. All right. And that is what is completing your family life. That is what is making you feel emotionally content and satisfied and complete. All right. Y'all may have, 2 children here. Some of you guys may be in a same-sex relationship. Obviously, you must have adopted or had children from a previous. And some of you guys, obviously, with the King of Cups and the Queen here, we see that you guys, can maybe have a relationship, couple kids. And here it shows a boy and a girl. We do see here that this one's a little older, so you may have a kid that's a little older, a daughter that's a little older than the boy here. But the Ten of Cups, in this deck, it can, sometimes be a same sex. But it doesn't always have to be. But yeah, I feel like, you're releasing all that shit. All right, and that's why the wheel is moving forward, because you're moving forward. You're no longer stuck in the past. All right, you've healed the past, so now you have moved forward. When you heal something, when you fully heal something, you don't go back to it. All right, because that's not full healing then. So I feel like you have a vision of what it is that you want in life. Your spirit guides are here. They're guiding you. All right, letting you know that, positivity is what leads you into a beautiful, calm, ebb and flow life. All right, where it's not just waves crashing and tsunamis, and you're moving towards your next chapter. So some of you guys may have a little girl here. You are a badass. You are full of love, or you are full of life, love, and possibilities. Through this deck, this card, may you find a path that best suits yourself, and you are. You're focusing on a positive new beginning. You're focusing on positive things, a positive mindset. All right, and I feel like your spirit guides are really coming in for you. We have that Two of Cup energy again, that healing love. So you guys could literally be in a relationship. All right, you've moved out of any toxic shit. All right, literally. So the Two of Cups is here. Yeah, it's a beautiful. I'm also getting like, oh, we have here the Fool. That was weird. Yeah, you're feeling things differently. You took a leap of faith. You trusted within yourself, your energy, and that brought strength. Big time. All right, you are moving away from this shit. All right, the injustices, the pain, the trauma, and you've healed. You're healing like a mother here, and you are committed. I'm getting a very empath energy here, so I don't know if y'all have water in your chart somewhere or with a water sign, but I do feel like there is a very nurturing energy, like you are just a loving, caring, nurturing being. There you are, Aries. All right, yeah, it's like you are healing this energy, and you are standing in your integrity, and you are understanding what fairness is. All right, what balance is, what karma is. And you're sitting in the upright here. You've healed this shit. And you've rejuvenated, and you became even stronger with the Strength card here. All right, so we're going to quick pull from here. So it's like, but you also with the Two of Cups have learned to connect with your higher self. Healing lets us connect with our higher self and guide us, because we've achieved steps. We've achieved what we need to achieve here. All right, and you're just in a good energy, feeling good, feeling like carefree, not a care in the world, just living life on your terms. We do have the Seer card here with the Magic and the Ancient Ones. So I really do feel like as a child, you've always had the ability to see things. It's that empath energy. And you've been full of magic ever since. I feel like when you start hitting 33, if you guys ain't 33 yet, those of you that are 33 or are going to be hitting 33 anytime, I feel like that's when you're really going to start to understand the magic truly that is within you, and how the ancient bloodline within you. I'm getting like a very indigenous. I always get indigenous with this card because this is an indigenous deck. But and by 45, I feel like you guys are really going to start tapping into that seer energy. Definitely sorcery. Some of y'all could be Heyokas with that empath energy, but there is no such thing as a Heyoka empath. Yeah, so y'all gotta, no, don't. So it's like, look at that fiery energy. Number 19, Coyote, number 12, Sorcerer, number 48, the Seer, 45, the Magic 33, and the Ancient Ones number 1. So I feel like, yeah, you guys are Heyoka. All right? It's like you can be cunning, but in a positive way. You know what I'm saying? You know how to strategize and do things now. What was that wanted to come up? The crow. Okay, so I feel like there's going to be a lot of information, knowledge, feeling that you're going to it's going to start coming to the surface here, especially with the Page of Cups. So with the Fool card, oh my God, look what we have here. Yeah, Beloved is here, number 5, number 48. You could be in a standstill right now. There's that Seer again. But yeah, I feel like right now it's like a standstill. You are just keeping in a meditative, uplifting, calm energy. That's really what I'm getting. Right now, that's kind of what you're focusing on. If you guys are mothers, there's that busy energy, all right? But yeah, I feel like you're releasing all the shit that's been like buried deep. Got the Rattle and the Wild Woman, but the Arrow here, that is number 3. And then we do have here the Owl. It's that ancient wisdom. Listen to the winds. All right. I also feel like you may end up hearing an owl or see one, number 39. But number 3, the Arrow, I feel like things are going to start coming in for you. All right. Everything comes in at the perfect time. But keep following that arrow that Beloved is using to guide you intuitively, telepathically. All right. And just keep living your life. Put your earphones in. Fuck what people got to say. Fuck what people think. Because you're standing in your power. You're standing with confidence, self-love, self-care. All right. All that beautiful stuff. And there's the owl again. All right. So yeah, I feel like you have a deep inner knowing, and then we have the eagle here. So I always see eagle, owl, the Eurasian when I get these two that come out. You guys may be carrying very powerful ancient medicine. All right, the eagle is usually like a direct link to the creator, the universe. All right, so I feel like you carry eagle and owl medicine. The owl is what gives us all that deep wisdom, that deep knowing, that deep intuitive energy, that wise energy. But then the eagle brings out that power with the magician in the Queen of Wands. It's just majestic as fuck. We do have here the child. I do feel like you do need to tap into the earth, connect with the earth more, because as a child and with that magic and all this sorcery and seer vision and energy, grounding in nature is going to be important. So we have Earth number 17, the child number 7, Eagle 16. All right, I do feel like people need to do their own homework. I feel like you gave your soul back to the universe. Yeah, you're living in the now. Okay, I'm going to quick pull from this one here. Yeah, so much power and strength. All right, you've shifted your perspective. You realize now that you don't have to like go through the storms. You can fly over that shit. All right. Yep. You're setting boundaries because you have literally transformed into a goddamn warrior. You said yes. You took the leap of faith with the Fool. All right. And you said, I'm done. And now you're initiated. You are cracking open. You are getting ready to face your true north, your north node, stepping into that, entering your rite of passage, crossing that threshold, entering that initiation. It's about not dimming to fit in here. But you are like a never-ending rose that just keeps cracking open. It's like a concrete rose. You can bloom out of any environment, any shit. Things are changing at a cellular level. You're deep healing with the transformation card here. And you're getting ready to answer your call. You're a warrior woman. Okay? But yeah, it's boundaries. And you're sticking to it. You're no longer keeping things a secret. You're no longer keeping things suppressed and submerged. Letting shit rise up so you can enter this beautiful shift of good things coming in. All right? Luck, fortune, a good series of events are going to start rolling in it because you're feeling good. You're feeling great. All right? So I feel like, yeah, with all this children energy, I feel like you have done, yeah, you have replenished. It's that star energy. All right, you rested, you retreated, and it's like now you know that you are here for a double mission as the Pleiades, channeling and uplifting humanity here. Okay, you're badass. You went through shit, and you came out a goddamn warrior. You got your sword, and you're standing strong. You're sitting in your throne with your wand, and you just sitting there. All right, you have this energy of I don't give a fuck, and people see it. All right, because you know who you are, you know your power, you know that you are capable of doing shit now because you have transitioned and transformed and moved out of shit that does not serve you. Yep, you have the play. Have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious, birthing a new age, keepers of the earth. You are aligning your life here, all right, to create heaven on earth, especially if you have children. You know, that is a big leap for people to want to accomplish, you know, especially if you've had some childhood issues that you had to heal from, or past life, whatever, anything in the past. Yeah, you don't want your children to do that, so you are changing for your family with the 10 of Cups, and you're aligning your life, and you are focusing on what is not aligned and what needs to go. You're here to birth a new age. We have the Priestess here. You're being called to step up, all right, and lead. The crumbling, releasing that shit and focusing on what lights you up. That's why the energy is as beautiful as it is. So you kind of have that playful energy. I see the play as kind of like a fool energy, you know, where you just kind of carefree, you know, but not in a negative way. You know, you're not reckless, you know, because you've shifted out of that. So beautiful.